out there in YouTube land. So this is a picture of our altar. We just finished up our S-spot, and for this particular full moon, we were talking about growth. We are, just to give a time reference, we are midway between Ostara and Beltane. They're just about midway between. So tonight's ritual was all about fostering growth. And so this is actually a fire pit. And when participants came in, they saw just the flowers, and we had the candles set out, but there was none of these little petals were in here, and there was just dirt, and then there was little spots for the plants. So when we called quarters, we had 3 people call quarters, and our quarter calls are on these little cards here. Let me show you. Dun, da, da. I love Josephine Wall. Isn't her artwork amazing? So we called our quarters, and then the plant was here. And so the plant was taken out of its little cup and placed in its quarter, and then a candle was lit. And it was really cool because it took 3 people to call each quarter. So we had a lot of people involved in this aspect of the ritual. And since we do public ritual, and not everybody necessarily knows one another, it's cool to kind of build in that team player aspect of ritual. So just to kind of go over what we have here, I'll start in the east, because that's where we start when we call our circle. You might hear some background noise because we're still in the feasting celebration mode. But here we have, in the east, we have peppermint, because peppermint is thought to stimulate intellectual growth, and we know that the east has to do with the intellect. So sometimes they'll tell college students, drink a cup of mint tea before you take your exams and things. So we have our mint in the east. And in the south, we have rosemary, because it's stimulating, it's got bite, it's got a little fire in it, and we know that the south is about stimulation and fire and that fire energy. So we planted rosemary in the south. And over here in the west, we have lavender, because the west is so emotional and, rides those tides of emotion. Lavender, to me anyway, and since I was High Priestess for the evening tonight, we did it my way. Lavender kind of, to me, represents emotion and, spas and dealing with your inner self. And there's just such a strong, scent emotion connection there. So we have lavender in the west. And then in the north we have sage, because sage is so grounding, and we think of the north as a place to ground. And in the center we have our goddess, and we call her Stumpy, or the goddess of the wood, but Stumpy for short. And all these little ribbons represent women in our leadership group called Weavers. And I don't know which one's mine anymore, which is kind of cool. And we have 3 tulips to represent Maiden Mother Crone. And then we have these hyacinths in here. So just a little bit about our ritual. We really focused on personal growth. And so we talked about soil, and how the soil is the start, the foundation, and how growth really comes from a strong foundation built on self-love and self-respect. So we gave ourselves time to honor our own foundation and to strengthen and center ourselves. And then we talked about planting seeds of intent. And so actually down under here, we had this little bowl of seeds, and everybody took one, and we talked about how, there's lots of seeds like this one, but this one's yours. And everybody has dreams and intentions, but these are yours. And the potential that's in a single seed is like the potential that's within you as an individual. And there's infinite possibilities within a single seed, and there's infinite possibilities within you. So we meditated on these seeds, we charged them with our energy, and then one by one, as people were ready, they came and they got a chance to plant them. So they planted them in the soil. I'll plant this one for somebody who's not here. And then we pulled out a couple branches of these hyacinths, and everybody took a little bud, and we passed them around. We talked about how, dreams come from a place of togetherness, and really look at this object, and it was part of a whole, and you're a piece of a whole. And then we also talked about, you know, these particular hyacinths, I picked them, it might not read in the video, but they're almost done for. They're almost to the point where they're going to decompose. And we talked about the importance of, you know, once you see something through to fruition, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let go of something you've seen through. It's okay to let go of a dream if it's reached maturity. So to release that energy, you know, we placed our petal in, or our bud in the soil, and to symbolize, you know, this is a time to let go. It's okay to let go if something's reached maturity. It's okay to let go if it's no longer useful or beautiful, because when you let go, when these flowers go back into earth, they're going to nurture new growth. And when you let go of something that's no longer useful or beautiful to you, it fosters new growth. It opens up that energy to be used in another way. The energy becomes transformed. So that's why you see all these little buds in our altar. It's people's letting go. Each of these represents somebody in our circle releasing that energy. And then we did another meditation, but that was kind of personal, so I'm going to kind of keep that within the circle. But I just want to show before I shut down this video, I just want to show what this altar looked like when we were doing the meditation. So we're going to turn out the lights, and so this is what women saw in our circle as they approached to plant their seeds and to release that energy, to release that flower. So I'll say to you what I said to everybody tonight in ritual. It's that everybody has dreams. Everybody has intention. There are many like it, but this one's yours. And contained within your dreams and within your intentions is the power and beauty of infinite possibilities. You need to plant those seeds and give them the time and attention and love that they need. They need to be planted in a fertile ground of self-love and self-respect. And you need to give them the love and attention they deserve so that they can bloom. The world deserves your growth. The world deserves the beauty and power of your dreams. So go out and celebrate the beauty and power of your dreams. Celebrate those intentions and share them with the world. So happy full moon, and blessed be.